Looks like comments are gonna work.
Really? Awesome.
Make sure you turn that, shut that when you get done so it doesn't suck the bandwidth.
All right. What the hell happened? My mic fell. Damn it. All right. It's about time. Got 2 minutes.
Yep. I guess I'll watch on my phone to see when it's ready to go. 1:43.
Oh,
1:39.
it's counting it down.
I can see it on my phone.
So you don't want to have that there, do you?
What? What are you talking about?
Your phone?
It doesn't matter. It's on silent.
Okay.
I might be able to make sure things are going okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Look into the camera. Let me see how you look. Yeah, you're pretty bright. Keep looking into the wide shot. I wondered if this wasn't going to be a little too much because it's so close to you. That might be better.
Probably ready to go.
No, we got time. Oh,
Oh, I would say it's live.
no,
Oh, it
it's
isn't?
not.
Oh, okay. It says 6:30.
No, it doesn't. We got 45 seconds or 16 seconds. Oh, now we're live.
I
Wait.
thought we were.
Why does it say it's... Why is it doing that? Okay. It just said that it's ended. Really? Really, really? Let's go see. I just love this software. Oh, 20 seconds ago it was live.
Is it live now?
And why did it? Can you look into the camera? It looks like we got 4 people. I see Deborah Stevens is with us. I think we're live. We're trying a different setup, you guys.
Yeah, we had an upgrade too, which
So,
doesn't always work.
Cha!
That's why we drink.
Cha!
Got my last beer.
Here, let me run to the Dealy Bob.
I gotta get beer.
Well, hurry up and get beer.
I'd have to go to the store. This is my last one. I mean, I'm gonna have
My iced tea.
Yeah.
Hey, Mary is with us.
Mary.
Our neighbor, Mary.
Oh, Mary Rodriguez.
Yeah. I think my iced tea is right here. Okay. We're live and we're done with our thing.
Oh.
Hi guys. Frank's with us.
Hey, Frank.
I have comments, you guys.
I've been talking to a guy tonight, and I cannot picture his face.
Yeah, that's the camera.
But Dave Toopy, he's good friends with the Farinis, and I remember the name. He's 4 years older than me, went to Newman, but I just can't picture the face. I know he hung around Chris Farini a lot. I just can't picture the face. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, are we springing ahead this weekend?
Yes.
I didn't even know that. It doesn't feel like that.
Not tonight it won't. It's supposed to be freaking 6 degrees.
Yeah, I know.
And then tomorrow's supposed to be like 24, and Sunday is supposed to be 30 degrees warmer.
Comments! Yes! Found that I had a bug in the software. And they said they were going to fix it on Monday, and they didn't. So we had to do this a different way, and I didn't know if it was going to work or not.
But it must be working.
It's working because I'm seeing all sorts of people. Hi, you guys.
Yeah, it's cold. That wind is cold today. The guys worked Wednesday, and that was it. I didn't make them go out Thursday because it was only 24 degrees, And I told Quinn, I go, I don't want you guys to get sick, and they couldn't work today because there's snow on the ground. So, I mean, the next week will be a good week to start.
You want to go ahead and...
Do what?
We're going to demonstrate how to make a kokedama, or...
She's going to demonstrate how to make a kokedama.
I'm going to do that and try to run the switcher at the same time, and that should be...
Why I drink.
But you can do your bud thing.
Yeah, one of the things that we're checking on today, or this week, and I tell you what, man, the supply chain is really disrupted.
Hey, John's with us. We got a whole bunch of people. You can actually see this now. Sorry to interrupt, but...
But the supply chain on some of the stuff that,
Quinn's watching.
We use is really tough. Maybe Buddy Boy's watching too.
Oh, is Mr. Wiggles watching?
Yeah, today I went over there to give Quinn his check, and he's getting ready for school, and Jameson had his shamrock glasses on, and he goes, yeah, I was out at Walmart, and they have a hee-haw hat. And I'm going like, a hee-haw hat? And I go, what's a hee-haw hat? He goes, like a cowboy hat. He goes, and he must watch some video that goes hee-haw, because that's what he was doing. And I asked Quinn, I go, has he ever watched hee-haw? And he goes, no. And I said, I wonder where he got it must be a video or something that he's been watching that he gets hee-haw hat.
Mary Carlson says she's got subtitles. Is your volume, is your volume on? I have no control over the subtitles.
Today was the very first day that...
Oh, Quinn said no, he ran off. Sorry. Multitasking.
Facebook today was the first time they dinged me for using the word bitch.
Oh, on Facebook?
Yep.
And you just did it now.
Well, I used it in the context of calling a girl, and because that's what I always called her that, and she knows that, and I know that.
But nobody else does.
And she has no. Well, Facebook sure did, because they told me they took it down. They said nobody could see it. They said if I do it again, they could have repercussions. So I feel like Scuba Steve now.
Huh.
So are you going to do the demonstration, or are you going to look at the
should we talk
screen?
about? Oh, well, why don't you do your little Van Wyck thing?
I'll show them.
I've been making kokedamas this past week, and we're gonna show you how, or I'm gonna show you how I do it, and then we'll show you how we decorate with them.
Yeah, we're going.
Show them this big one.
Well, you just start working. I'll work the thing. You let me do my thing.
Yeah.
This is one, and it's on a little metal stand.
Yeah. Should I do the split screen?
Yeah.
So you can still talk to them?
Yep, that'd be fine.
All right. Okay.
Anyway, Lisa's going to demonstrate, and I'll talk a little bit.
Well, I would like to just tell them what I'm doing.
God, I don't know what to do tonight. You're telling me to talk, and
Okay.
telling me not to.
So materials that I'm going to use are a little bit of fish line. I think I got that there. And I'll need scissors. And I'll figure out where the camera's at.
Excuse me.
And I need my little plant. I'm going to be using a little baby Sansevieria that I split off from a mother plant. You can see where the split happened right there. But I'm going to do a small one so it doesn't take too much time, but you can still get the gist. Materials that I use are some sheet moss. Let's see if I can get that down lower. There it is. So this is what I use to kind of encapsulate it so it doesn't fall apart. You could do it with moss that is not in a sheet form, but might be a little trickier. What are you doing? You messing with me? And then on the inside of this thing to, let's see, there I am. To kind of encapsulate the roots, I'm using sphagnum moss. And that I soak both of them actually. So I'll just show you how I was doing it. So I take my piece of sheet moss. Maybe I should stop talking. And then
You
Just
probably
set it
should
down
just
there.
keep looking there instead of looking back to see if it's doing all right. Because I think you're doing fine.
Well, then you just let me know if I'm like, they can't see anything. All right. This is kind of a,
Oh, I thought you encapsulated it first and then did the
no,
second.
I use the sphagnum moss
As
for, it grows in
Well,
this-
no, I know you're using that, but I thought you made a ball first and then did the.
No,
sheet
I've
rock.
soaked this, and I'm actually doing it using moss that's a little drier than what I was doing at the greenhouse because it is a pretty messy project, and we've got this little setup here so that once I start wrapping it, hopefully,
You won't have to spend 20 hours cleaning the kitchen.
well, yeah, water will pull out of the moss. All right, so I kind of get the, see if you can see, yeah, my hand's in the way. I get the roots covered. And when I pulled this off the mother plant, I knocked off a good amount of soil. Decided to use the Sansevierias because we had a couple in the third greenhouse that we just basically abandoned. And they did not die.
No, they were in there, never watered. Matter of fact, it was cold too.
Yeah.
The
So I
one's
think I
still
got
in
too
there.
much. I'm going to take a little bit off. So I'm just kind of wrapping it around the edge. You know, a lot of these that I see, they're turned into balls. You know, they hold them up in the air and then they wrap them. But I wanted mine to be able to sit on a table. I thought maybe it might be kind of
When I did my Kokedamas,
cool to work with it that way.
mine were hanging.
Yeah, yours were hanging.
Mine weren't flat on.
So when you work with the sphagnum and it's more moist, it actually molds more like
You mean the sheet moss or the sphagnum moss?
both.
Okay.
Both, actually. Yeah, it molds a lot easier. What I'm finding, trying to be neat and not making a water disaster in the kitchen, is that I have to kind of push it down a little harder because it doesn't want to hold its form, but it's really cool when it's wet, but it is messy. This would be something to do outside, or at least have a tray at the bottom so that you can keep the water in a spot. You want to pull that out for me?
Oh, you're kidding me.
Well, it's
Here.
right there. Just give me a start.
Oh, here, let me have it.
Okay. So I'm going to hold this together.
There you go.
So I'm going to make mine kind of look like a Hershey's
I'm gonna
Kiss
just stick it down there like that.
so that it can sit on a table. And then we can find all sorts of different ways to work with it. I had the idea to do this for the bedroom. We finally finished that wall that we were talking about. Just tying it to start it. And in the beginning, everything's really loose. But as you wrap it, it will tighten up. But you kind of have to be a little gentle in the beginning. Okay, so when I do it, I kind of try to hold it in position. I'm gonna move this to the edge. And I found myself in the greenhouse using the edge to get going. And I'm using the fish line because it's pretty invisible. So I start pulling and
I
rotating.
can't remember what I used. I think I might have used wire.
Yeah, well, no, I can't remember what you used.
Sorry, that thing is kind of,
It's fine, just let it be.
it was stuck.
Was it?
Yes.
This is actually pulling a lot better, and once I start feeling like it's holding itself together, I'll pull a little tighter. Hope you guys are seeing this okay. I'm definitely not keeping track of the screen right now.
Well, that's
I
all
think
right.
there's some comments down there. Yeah, Vicky says, does the sphagnum moss help protect the roots from too much moisture getting to them? The sphagnum moss is it'll grow in that medium.
It holds water better than the sheet moss to me.
Yeah, it'll hold water, but it dries. So there's a good amount of air that can hit those roots, which is equally important to plant health. So yes. And then what I'll probably do, since I tend to be, my plants at home are survival of the fittest, I selected this Sansevieria because I knew I could run it super dry.
Yeah, those
I
ones
mean,
in the
like
greenhouse, I didn't
drought.
water for a month.
I know. And it takes a long time before they show stress, and they'll kind of
They get a little wrinkly. Yeah, yep. You can tell, and the jade plants do that too.
Yeah, I could tell I don't have near as much moisture in this, because usually by this point in the process, water's coming
How
out
come
the
you can't?
side.
Can you pick it up now and just wrap it, or no?
Well, I want to make sure that I kind of keep that base in
Oh, flat.
flat.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't want to distort that bottom, so it'll sit. Yeah, it's coming.
You don't ever go like around the opposite direction, you know?
This is so little. I don't think I need
Yeah, I
to.
don't
On
know.
the
My
bigger
hands
on the
are-
bigger ones, I was like all over the
Okay,
place.
okay. I'm glad.
Because I was paranoid, thinking that it was going to fall apart. Yeah, now I'm starting to get some moisture coming out. Yeah, you can see there's moisture. Because I'm able to give a little more attention to
See,
it.
there's the big one. This is a bigger one. We just have it sitting on a plate.
All right. So I feel like I got it. Yeah, it's really wet. Yeah, and I probably didn't leave myself a good enough tail. So this part sometimes is tricky.
Oh, you mean to tie it off?
Oh, yeah. So much fun.
Yeah, I know.
Especially on these really little ones. It's like I'm all thumbs.
Well, plus if your hands are wet and you can't really, you know, you got a fish line.
Yeah. So my tail that I started with, the idea is to use that and just tie it off.
I don't get. I get
Fish
this-
line's hard to work with. It doesn't want to.
Sometimes I used to use copper wire. That'll
Copper
be a
wire?
commodity now. Any of the alloy metals, man. I mean,
Copper wire. I never thought about that.
yeah. I used to have some that I had from National.
Oh.
Because it won't rust, you know. I mean, it won't, you know.
Oh, I lost it.
But any of the metals, I mean, I've been reading in the paper about, especially nickel and that. I don't know what would happen at National, because I worked in the plating department, what they would be doing now with the metals, you know, nickel, brass, all that stuff, copper.
That little tail doesn't want to stay put. Should have left myself with a bit longer tail in the beginning. It's okay.
And that's what this is gonna, when she's done, it'll be pretty similar to this.
Yeah, it's about that size, those
Yep.
little ones.
This one's kind of moved a little bit. Just a little baby.
I think I gotta grab that with my teeth.
Oh,
Special technique. Ugh. All right,
I bet you that was an award winner.
that's good enough. Yeah,
And we blamed Brenda Spratt for the snow. So she's the one that always does a snow dance.
can't believe I got this. I was so worried that it was gonna be like how it was in the greenhouse and it'd be water going everywhere. This wasn't too bad. Yeah. So there's our little guy in a.
Nutshell.
Get him up close.
I transplanted all the peppers this week. And we're going to do a little. Can I talk for a while you're showing it?
Well, yeah. Why don't we just finish this and then you do your talking? Let's
Okay,
let's
all
go
right.
show them how we
Okay. All right.
how we decorate.
You want me to
with them.
take this, right?
I'm gonna switch over to a different camera, you guys.
Yeah, bye. Hasta la vista.
And
Yippee-yi-yay.
we're gonna show you what we did with them. Oh, maybe I should check. Oh, Marianne Gutman. Oh my gosh, Karen Jones said she's got a Sansevieria that's almost 6 feet tall. Where did the name come from? It's a Japanese technique, and I think it means ball.
Yeah, and there's something else it means too. It's something about calming, or it has to do. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I gotta take my ears off. All right.
Can you guys hear us still?
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. It's
Okay.
been fine this whole
Right.
time.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna switch over and onto a different camera and go show you how we've used them. So here, I'm gonna follow Bud. Oh, and I'm gonna grab a Kokedama. Our little examples. Whoop.
Oh, I brought that one, doesn't it? Isn't that where that one sits?
Yeah, this one I had over here.
Oh, okay. I didn't know for sure where it's at.
Yeah, I had it sitting over there. I'll run the camera, you can talk.
All right. This is the bedroom, and you can see the wood that we did. We're contemplating doing this wall, this area, like this.
Okay, but this is how we are displaying our Kokedamas in this room.
Some tillandsias.
All right, go show them the wall.
This is the wall that we finished. It was like a puzzle. I think it looks really awesome. I mean, all these pieces we put in, even these little pieces. Lisa came up with the idea to sand these edges, and I think it makes it even look better. But and then she put these tillandsias up here on the wall that we've had, and then she did this with Sansevieria, and she just used a piece of our cedar to sit on this black. I just think it looks really good. And we made this light bar up here so it would shine down on it, and we put a cap on top of the cabinets. And so we want to do something like that. I don't know. We talked about it. It's getting warm out, so we may not do that till next year. I don't know. We may do something. But I just loved this. This was so much fun doing this wall. And we laid it out upstairs. She had like the size of this wall, and so we laid it out, and then there was a lot of going up and down the steps because we'd bring a row down and we'd put it up, and we had to make still, even though we put it together up there, once we got it down here, we had to make some cuts, and we'd have to do a few other things to it, but it was a blast. I had a lot of fun putting this wall together. She did the painting on it, and as she painted, she laid the stuff out, and I would go pick it and lay it out upstairs on the pattern, and I think it turned out really cool.
Yeah, I just thought the Kokedamas would be kind of cool in this room.
Well, and I think the
Something simple.
tillandsias on the wall look really good too.
Right.
The colors go together really well.
Well, should we go back and see if we got any questions or
Yep.
comments?
But anyway, that's our wall that I don't know if you guys saw that we were posting pictures of and talking about. This is all cedar, and a lot of this cedar was the scrap from our fence. So we recycled it and used it, and I would really like to do that maybe over there. It was really cool.
All right, I'll just follow you back.
All right.
Go check out the switcher.
And as we walk through the living room, you notice we still have our Christmas tree up. Mm-hmm. Our Christmas tree. Which is fine with me. I like it.
All right, let me switch it over. I'll put it on that full screen.
Okay.
And I'm gonna check and see. Oh, Karen wants to know how you water these. Karen, I'm just gonna water them in the sink and let them sit somewhere where they are, because they'll have wet feet. Let them sit where they could dry out. So, and I will probably be really lax with watering these. I'm gonna let them dry out thoroughly.
In the greenhouse, even on these Sansevierias, like I watered the succulents the other day, I skipped the Sansevierias. I didn't water them. Mm-hmm. Because I noticed in one of the troughs that we had, I was watering the troughs like I normally did, and there was a couple that had Sansevierias. I noticed there was a few that had some rotted stems. They do not like to be wet. They can be dry. Mm-hmm. They're a great house plant. great house plant.
Which is why you don't want to, especially in your house, because plants are not going to dry out as quickly in a house compared to a greenhouse. And I just feel confident that this could be a plant that you could really abuse in terms of being super light on the watering, or even if you forget, and it'll hold up. So that's the idea, at least. They're so cute. They're like little Hershey Kisses.
Hershey Kisses. It's amazing today when I was in the greenhouse watering how the plants have grown. It's just unbelievable. And we pinched. I mean, it's been, it'll be 2 weeks come Monday that we pinched, and you can't tell on some of the, matter of fact, this Monday again, we're gonna pinch again. And I like doing it. You touch the plants, plus you're able to look at the plants and see if there's any bugs or anything, that's going on that shouldn't be going on. One of the things I started talking about that we're going to do, I transplanted the peppers this week.
They're still asking about watering, so Vicki wants to know so you could water them maybe every other week. I would say that would be perfectly fine. I'll bet you money that I will be watering 3 to 4 weeks. Just the way, because I gained a lot of confidence when we had these in the greenhouse and we didn't water them at all. And we've done this twice now, especially with this particular variety.
There was one in the shop, I think, at one time.
Yeah, they're sturdy. They're very sturdy plants. So this is the kind of plant where you're going to want to err on the side of running it super dry. I mean, the moss is going to be super helpful if it's out. If you want to place it outside on a porch or something. Air circulation, just outdoor air, is going to dry the ball out quicker, but it's not going to punish you if you let it run super dry. So yeah, I mean, it can be just bone dry for weeks on end. So I would say every other week is probably the high end of the watering for this particular plant. You could let it go longer.
All right, can I talk about the peppers now?
I suppose.
Because you stopped me twice now.
I was just looking at questions.
Well, we'll answer the questions after I talk about the peppers. All right, I transplanted the peppers, and I have a lot of very different peppers, and I'm talking hot peppers. And if anybody is interested in the collection, we're going to have them. Are we going to call? Is it going to be called Bud's Rectal Rocket Fuel?
Whatever you want.
Whatever. we're going to have these 4-pack containers, and there'll be 4 plants, and there'll be two. There'll be A and B. How did you say A and B varieties? Like A will have these
Just
4
little
varieties.
collections. You can
Yeah, there'll be 2 collections, A and B. A will have 4 of this peppers, 4 different peppers, and B will have 4 different peppers. I only have enough because hot peppers don't germinate. Plus, the seeds are very expensive. They're not cheap. These pepper seeds are a lot more expensive than just regular like jalapeno or what the hell, Thai peppers or anything like that. So we're going to have like a little 4-pack container, like you have a 6-pack of beer. These will be a 4-pack container, and we'll have 4 different plants in them, and Lisa's going to put them online, and we'll have the collections, what 4 peppers are in collection A and what 4 collections are in pepper B. I'm only going to have 8 available, so there's only going to be 8, 4 of each kind, because I just don't have that many peppers, and I got to make sure I have some for me because they're brand new, and with Matt and Scuba Steve and I think we might have Jennifer Lubbs come on, and we might even have Travis come on when we do our pepper challenge to eat some peppers this fall. So anyway, stay tuned to that. Once we get it together, we'll probably showcase it a little bit and see.
Bob, remember Bob that was kicking butt with the music trivia? He thought that every Friday was going to be music trivia.
Well, depending on what happens next week, Bob, I don't know if Jeff Morgan's we're gonna be able to get him on. He's in Kansas City, Missouri. So you're gonna have to try you know, like we did with Lloyd, and see if that works. If it doesn't, then we'll have a backup music trivia and stuff.
Well, I think we were trying to schedule once a month. Once we're in our gardening season, it was
It's the last Friday.
once a month.
The last Friday.
Last
of the month.
Friday of the month for some sort of trivia.
And we were going to do national.
And then during
park
summer, we're hoping to have
music.
some live music one of those Fridays, and then we'll intersperse it with gardening stuff. It's just when we're running it in wintertime, there's not much going on at the greenhouse, so we just have trivia.
And we're going to have interesting people on. I mean, Gordon's going to come back on. I haven't asked him yet, so if Gordon's listening, Gordon, don't be surprised. I'm going to get a hold of you. But he and I read a book, Last Man Standing, about Geronimo Pratt, and we discussed it back and forth on Facebook. And I thought, like, man, it might be pretty good if he comes on and him and I can talk about Geronimo Pratt. It was probably the best book I've ever read. It was really good. But anyway, and the tomatoes are up. I sold the tomatoes. It's funny. I sold the tomatoes Monday, and what's today? Friday? The tomatoes have already germinated. I've got them on the germination chamber, so that's probably the reason why they're already poked through the soil. It was a matter of 5 days, and they're up. So the tomatoes
They're out there.
will be okay. I mean, they're going to grow fast. That's why I waited as long as I could.
Oh, Vicky wants to know if we're going to have the Kokedamas online to order. I'm going to try. I was actually thinking that these little wee ones might be really cute for, it's been a couple years,
Teacher gifts.
teacher gifts. Yeah. So I'm
And
gonna shoot for it. I gotta see how many of these I've got in the greenhouse.
And we've got some of these glass things that we could put them on.
some variation, or just this.
Yeah.
You know, the fun part of it is you could just put it on whatever you want. You know, a piece of wood,
a piece of
rock.
bark, a rock.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the fun part.
Yep. Sure. hmm
I'll work on that, Vicky.
What else did I started talking about earlier?
Oh, Mother's Day. Yep. Mother's Day.
The
Teacher gifts.
supply chain too is really disrupted. Not only, you hear about it on the news about the grocery stores, and you can see it in the grocery stores. I see it when I go in some of the grocery stores, but our supply chain we're not immune from the same thing. We're having trouble with getting some stuff. So it'll be interesting, and it'll be interesting moving forward, how it goes, and the gas prices. I've been seeing all sorts of. Aaron Peterson, speaking of
They're really up for Gordon.
Aaron Peterson, who's usually on here, posted a picture.
He was here earlier.
Was he? Aaron,
Yeah.
Aaron, that picture you posted of going to the drive-up like a McDonald's and it had a line of horses, people on horses instead of cars. That was good. And then the other one was Kevin Constantine sent me a video of a guy filling gas up, and it was like an auctioneer. He's going 20, 25, 20, 30, 30, 30, and it was going real fast. It was comical, and I'm glad people can make.
Angie Rosengren's with us.
Hi, Angie. She's down in Texas.
And then Deborah Stevens wants to know what kind of beer you're drinking.
This is the last one. I don't have any more beer in the house. So I get to go get some. I really want to go up to Benny's in Rockford, but I'll probably get it around here somewhere.
Let me see it.
Can you see it now?
No, it's dark. It's a Sierra Nevada.
Yep, here, how's this?
Oh,
No,
hold
it's
on.
not.
I'll switch it. That's perfect. Oh, put it back there, dude. Dankful
Yep,
IPA.
yep. And it's higher. And you know what I get to do this week? I've got landscape appointments. On Monday I have to go go to the library. I can't remember where else. I got them written down so I don't forget. But the other thing is my friend Kirk Pfeiffer, who's like a beer connoisseur, he's had like 2 refrigerators in his garage just full of this weird beer, and it's going to be warm, so I'm going to go over sometime this week, probably around 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and I've got to pick up some baskets that he wants. He's a big Hawkeye fan, so I'm planting his hanging baskets up with black mamba petunias, which are dark, almost black, and then I've got a yellow petunia, which are the Hawkeye colors, black and kind of gold, and I'll plant them up for him. But he said something about drinking some beer, so I'll drink some beer with him. And he's always got some really weird shit. But I got to be careful because it's always higher alcohol content.
What were you talking about with Aaron Peterson said the new future of fast food is service is drive up.
He had a picture of like somebody going to McDonald's to get their pick up their order. They were on horseback because it's cheaper to ride their horse there instead of the car with gas.
Oh my.
I thought it was funny as hell.
Yeah, Bob Lee said that's got to be a hoppy brew.
Oh, it is. It's very hoppy, and the alcohol content's I think 8 point something.
I can smell it all the way over here.
The other thing I was talking about earlier, I started is touching base with a guy that went to Newman. He was 4 years older than me, and I just still cannot picture his face. And I saw Regina Farini Frank today and asked her about Dave Tupy. And I said, I just can't, I know the name, but I can't picture the face.
Oh, they're still talking about gas. Carol Spencer said there was a guy in Milledgeville earlier in the week that had 8 5-gallon gas cans in the back of his truck and filled them all and then filled his truck.
Well, we filled ours up before it went up. It was at 3:59 when we did it. So we were lucky, but that's only going to last so
Hey,
long.
Kay Fisher is watching. Hi, Kay.
Hey, Kay, how are you, Kay? I haven't heard from her in a while. Mm-hmm. Hope all's well with everybody.
Oh.
It's going to be a better week this week, you guys. It's going to be in the 50s and 60s all week. We might have a little more rain. We had a little catastrophe out here. Normally, sometimes when you guys look out, you see our lights up in the air and it looks real pretty. Well, it isn't real pretty right now. A limb came down and snapped the thing we had around the tree that held all the lights up. We didn't lose any of the lights, but we have to rehang them all.
Bob's like, at 8%, it's a good thing you only have one of those in the
Yeah,
house.
no shit, Bob.
And then Lori's got a question. Will getting plans be the same setup as last year? Order online, then pick up? Yep. That's
Is that Lori Hanneberger?
Yes.
Yep, and I got you down, Lori. We're probably going to come as soon as the kids get out of school at the end of May. It'll probably be the first part of June or whatever. You'll probably see me out there before then.
Pandemic or no pandemic, that's the only way we can do it at this point because it's a lot easier.
We don't have any help. I mean,
Yep.
it's Lisa, Quinn, and I. And now Quinn's out of the picture, so Lisa and I are basically
out of the picture.
as in the greenhouse, I was going to say.
Right.
Him and Race. Race started this week, one day, but at least he started. But him and Race are out doing stuff, starting to do cleanups and that. And the kids, we'll have 3 kids. Connor's in college. We'll have 3 kids at spring break. Not all 3 every day, but a mixture of them throughout the weekend. So they'll do some heavier work and stuff like that, mulching wise and things.
Bud's thinking about, he really wants to do some like farmers markets, so we'll probably be
I really hope I
starting to
can.
move into that.
The pop-up market
We
in
can
Sterling,
handle
I
that,
really want to
sure.
do that. And I might bring some of this stuff down, some succulent stuff. We got some troughs are just beautiful. I'd really like to bring down and some of the other stuff we have.
Karen says, don't forget to pick up my plants.
I was going to ask you, Karen. I'll message you, Karen. This week I'll come by. So it'll either be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, one of those days. I'll message you that I can come by because I drive by your place all the time. So, and I'll pick it up and I can start doing it because I know Kathy Hawkins dropped stuff off. I planted up the Wayland's containers. Jim Murtis, I got a couple of his window boxes I got to plant up and things like that. So if you guys got any containers that are wanting to drop off or whatever, just get a hold of us.
You listen to this. Well, Aaron was back on gas, and he was saying down in Georgia it's 439. But then Nyla Beardsley Winchell, she's like, Bud, wait till you see the hot mess we have here after construction.
Oh no.
Pics I sent you don't do it justice. You have your work cut out.
Oh, great. Well, I've got the draw. A matter of fact, I might have that done. I'm just waiting for it to get warm so we can come outside and we can talk about the drawings. I have what's her name? She's always on here too. Oh, I can't remember her name. I just finished her drawing. Chris Thompson Weeks. I have her drawing done. I got to get a hold of her. I was just waiting for it's warm so we can meet outside.
Yeah.
You know.
Karen says that Jerry's home all day. So.
Where are you at, Karen?
She's still working.
Oh. Where'd she get a job?
What? All right. You got any more blabbing you want you to do?
No, I think that's it. But like I said, stay tuned for the peppers. I think it's going to be a really cool idea. And this may morph into something where we do something with tomatoes too, because I've got about 40 some variety of tomatoes. We're just going to try it out with the hot peppers. And I do have, it's called chocolate bulata, I think. And it is one, they still have not got a final reading on the Scoville scale, but they think it will be the new world record holder. I do have some of those in one of the mixes that I'll be offering in that. So it could be the new world record hot pepper and beat the Trinidad Scorpion. So
Lori says she needs to find her drawing and see what you're planting in front. She may want to add some coneflowers. And Chris Weeks said, "Oh, sweet! I thought you forgot about me."
Oh, no. I've been doing them, Chris. I got it done. I finished I know I finished yours. I know I did Hibbard's. I did Becky Kent's. I know the other person. I got to go to St. John's. They want a memorial garden. And I've got their drawing done. So I've been going through these, doing 2 or 3 a week and trying to get them done here before it gets real warm. And that, so I can meet with people. And I've had other people call. I have to go get measurements for stuff. So
Karen works accounting market in Byron.
Oh, okay.
Supervisor there.
Okay. Yeah. Boy, that's the kind of not be driving with gas. Wonder what she's driving. Does she drive they got a Mustang or I can't remember if it's a Mustang or a Charger I saw or whatever. Hopefully it's more efficient gas-wise.
I'm so happy we finally had comments.
We've always had comments. You just haven't been able to see them on that screen.
Yes, technology.
And the other thing we've been doing fun is we've been getting these pizza crusts. They're
She said Chris was busy, or just kidding. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
What aren't the pizza crusts? Are the pizza crusts? What are they, Lisa? They're
gluten-free?
Thank you, gluten-free. But they're thin crusts. I get them at Kroger's. We've been making our pizzas, and they've been really good. I've been doing Thai pizzas, but I learned how to make a sausage for pizza, not just buying Italian sausage. This is making. I mean, you have to add a whole bunch of different stuff to it, and Lisa she is so elated because it tastes just like pizza that's normally on, or tastes like sausage that's normally on the pizza. It's been fun. We've been doing stuff, getting to do stuff like that, and we're gearing up to get ready to work outside.
Bob's a garden stalker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he says, Deborah and I enjoyed Garden Stock so much. Thank you for hosting all those years.
Yep.
That's so cool.
It is, and I had somebody ask if we were going to do like a farewell thing. And no, not right.
Part of this whole transition thing and this sip and trip, we're just kind of trying to meld things together and then see what kind of sticks. And during summertime, our musician buddies really just
they want to come here.
Hopped in and we did it right out back on the deck. So
and there may be something more.
At that scale, we're too old.
Oh no, it'll never be freaking Garden Stock again.
No, but it's not that we're saying bye to music. I love
and especially the local. And Matt.
I like these small venue concepts.
Matt's doing. Doesn't Matt have some new stuff that he's doing? And I know I talked to Steve Catron and Mark Stock, and they will be coming over. The other thing about Mark Stock, I forgot to tell you, remember I've got to get the peace signs from him. Mark's made some 3-foot peace signs specifically for Distinctive Gardens that have I think they're multicolored, but Lisa's gonna get a picture, and I really want to get Mark holding the peace sign and the picture of it, and we're gonna put it online. And he wanted to do something for Distinctive Gardens. We got 10 of them that we'll have available where you can buy online. And the other thing is Mark is gonna come, I think he'll come with me. I don't know if I'll do the May pop-up market, but we'll just see. we'll just see how everything's going. But I want to bring him along. Mark and I are good friends, and I told him, I said, man, we can do it together. You know, you can come down with me and put your stuff up and have your peace signs, and I can have my stuff down there, and we can hang out and drink some beer from Kelly's and eat some food.
Susan, your pad looks fabulous. Thanks for the virtual tour. Maybe she started late. I don't know if people can like hop in and see it from the beginning, even though it's live. I don't really know how that part works. Cool.
Well,
Thanks.
we haven't been able to
Thanks,
do
Sue.
we haven't been able to do anything to the house for 20 years. I mean, we did some, I should say 20 years ago we did stuff, and we haven't done anything since because we've been too busy. So we've been able to slow down and do this stuff and had fun doing it. We had a little plumbing problem the other day, but we figured out what was wrong with that and fixed that. But you know, we've got some other things we're going to have somebody come in to do a few things, but then we'll take it over after they do the major work and stuff like that. So anyway, we're just blabbing. Next week, I don't know. It could be trivia, could be Mr. Morgan. We'll just have to see how it goes. You know, how it plays out.
Yeah, we definitely need to do a test since we're going to be piping them in remotely. Just
And
like
the trivia is fun. I mean, I enjoy it. And, you know, we support the local. Either if you're from Dixon, I get the gift card from Books on First, if you're, or Sterling. And maybe next time, since I've done 3 or 4 from Airplay, I'll get another one from Books on First, you know, and do that. So we support the local. Or we could even get it from Curate, support Jesse. And it was funny, I went to Curate the other day and pulled up, and Jesse goes, wait a minute, I got to show you my sidekick. And she brought this freaking black lab up to the window. And it was really, I thought it was a Newfoundland, the size of it. And she said it was a certain type lab. It wasn't a regular lab. But oh my God, was he cute as hell. And she just had a video on of him running around the house. But he was cute as hell. But anyway.
Starting to sign out. Nyla just said she's checking out.
Yep, I'm going to
Thank you,
check out
Nyla.
too. All right.
All right.
I guess that's it, you guys. Thanks for tuning in and turning on, but don't drop out.
Is our buddy John still with us? He's the one that started that tradition.
Yep.
That's a good one.
What is?
The way he started signing off, and then we picked up on it, and we do that.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Let's see. Oh, Bob said you had some good questions. Thanks, Deborah.
Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for supporting this hokey video, I guess. You know, I guess we're just doing our own thing. We I don't know. It's just what we do.
All sorts of peace signs. Oh, Lori says she loves Friday night. Us too. It's a good way to start the weekend.
Yeah, it is.
Well, John may have left.
All right, well, we'll sign up.
Scott's like beer run, bud. All right, you guys.
All right, we'll see you guys. Thanks for
Peace. Have a great weekend.
tuning in. Peace and take care. Stay safe. We'll see ya.
Alrighty. Okay.
Are we done?
Almost. Bob Lee gives us up. All right. Now I'm gonna say signing off.
Hasta la vista.
Love you guys.